Hey Sneak Peekers, my name is Sean, and I'm here at Fantastic Fest on the red carpet for the restoration of Grayson Manor. So I've read all of your books. So
Oh my gosh!
like
Well, thank you.
every Land of Stories book, my favorite book series growing up. I remember in 7th grade, like waiting for an author's Odyssey to release. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
With that, it's very clear that you know how to build stories on the page and kind of create these very imaginative worlds. How did you take that creative storytelling and apply it to your character in this film?
Well, I think being a writer is a wonderful tool for an actor, and I think being an actor is a wonderful tool for a writer because you can just go to different places that if you're only an actor or only a writer, you might not be able to go to.
With writing this film, what kind of sparked your idea with bridging technology and the subconscious?
Well, I mean, what's pretty wild is that it's already happening in the real world. So we just wanted to take something that we've seen kind of expanding in science and just, do the spin on the kind of old chestnut of the Killer Hand movie. Yeah, I mean, it's terrifying, but like science is kind of beaten us with every kind of like new evolution and kind of concept. So, sci-fi and horror isn't going to be too sci-fi and horror-y for much longer.
Tell us a little bit about your character and the role that you play in the film.
Okay, yeah, well, so I play the character of Claudia. She's kind of a nurse who is there to help Boyd get back on his feet and learn to use his hands in the right way. But she is very troubled herself. She has a very traumatic past. And the way she tries to heal herself with substance abuse and stuff is not quite the right way, but she's trying to stay true to herself, just like Boyd is, as a proud queer man. So yeah, that's basically Claudia.
Boyd's recuperation, he loses his hands, and obviously he needs a lot of assistance. So in a way, I guess, I'm doing the heavy lifting and also helping in the lab, developing the hands as they go. And I don't know necessarily if he's got the exact scientific know-how, but he's got the interest, which is more important. So he's asking all the questions, maybe like the audience would. How does that work? Why does it work? And then also, I think I'm the only real nice guy in the film. Everyone else is really horrible to each other, and I'm coming in and I'm like, I feel sorry for Boyd. I'm trying to be nice to him, which he's completely suspicious. So that's the way I look at it. I'm the nice guy of the script.
So I played John. He is a one-night stand for Boyd. He comes in, he finds himself in a very unfortunate situation, and his story kind of kick-starts the whole story. When I read the script initially, when I auditioned for it, I was like, this is so funny, I need to play this role. Thankfully, I ended up playing it, and I had a ball playing it. It really actually pushed me out of my comfort zone. The role was such, and as an actor, you're always kind of looking for that kind of role, so I was very lucky in that sense. And the cast and crew created such a safe space that I was really able to let myself go and just sort of give myself to the role. So hopefully that translates on screen.
I think one of the biggest things in this film is that Boyd struggles with his his inner conscious, subconscious. How did you portray that as the character? Was there any struggles that you encountered or challenges that made it difficult?
Playing an Irish-English sociopath was actually a lot easier than I'm willing to admit. But he comes from a past full of trauma and pain. And I think as queer people, we all have that, unfortunately. So it was. I had a lot to draw on, but a lot to exaggerate because I haven't gone through nearly what this kid has gone through.
Did this make your opinion on technology in the world and maybe artificial intelligence change with writing this and researching it?
Not so much the artificial intelligence side of it. I'm pretty anti-AI, if I'm being totally honest. But that said, what I love about a movie like this is that we're taking the idea of like, here's this amazing technology that exists, but give it to somebody who has no moral compass. So it's not so much that the technology is bad in the movie, but it's the person, it's the recipient of that technology that may or may not be the best person to have new tech.
Well, luckily I have a degree in psychology, so when I read the script and looked at trauma and looked at subconscious and different things, I found it fascinating. I read the script from start to finish in one sitting, and I was laughing or I was gasping, and my wife was watching TV and she was like, "Will you keep the noise down? I'm trying to watch TV." I was like, "This script is so good, so good." And the work that Clay and Glenn did, like the characters just are amazing. Every line, there's not wasted space anywhere, and there's so much. And I said this previously in an interview. There's little scenes and snippets where it reveals so much of Boyd's childhood in either one image, one line, and your heart breaks for him, and you're like, what has he been through? And that's genius in writing, you know. So to be a part of it is just, I feel the luckiest actor on the planet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary. I mean, last night I took a taxi with no driver, and even that scared the hell out of me.
That's how I got here.
I know. It's crazy. I text my wife back in Ireland. I was like, this happened to me today, right? This is what's going on the other side of the world. Like, so it is scary. I mean, technology is going to happen. It's going to be scary, I suppose, but you just kind of have to embrace it, but tread carefully.
You're told a lot in the writing process, in the script reading process, who your character is, same within the directing process. What's something that you added to your character that's solely you?
Well, the thing is, the thing I added to my character actually came out through Glenn, through the director, because we spent so much time together, and he's amazing, and he pulled everything out of me that I didn't even know was there. So yeah, he was my best therapist and helper in kind of ways. So yeah, there are a few parts that are quite painful, but it always happened in such a safe space with him. And with all the crew and cast, it was just the perfect experience for an actor you could ever imagine.
It sounds a lot, from what I've read online and hearing you speak, that the main antagonist of this film really is his inner subconscious.
Yeah.
How did you go about writing that in the script?
Well, it's so funny because for us, the idea of, someone who is, there's this mother-son dynamic that they've just kind of like pushed each other to the brink. And then I have to imagine deep down inside of us all, there's a little bit of like a little devious gremlin that just wants to come out every so often and kind of do the wrong thing. And here is a guy who has no filter, no restraints, no guardrails, and just billion-dollar hands. And it just allows him to just do whatever he wants.
That's awesome.
For better or for worse.
As students studying film at UT, what advice would you give us, or anyone interested in pursuing film or acting or anything like that?
When I did psychology, I found out you could study film in college, and I thought somebody was making a joke. I was like, you can actually do this? And it was a revelation. So I applied to UCD, which is University College Dublin, and I didn't get in first, but there was no interview. So I wrote a letter going, why didn't I get in? And they're like, all right, you're in. I was like, oh, that was easy. And then I got offered acting college as well, the same year. So I had to make a decision, go to film school, go to acting college. And I chose film school. And we studied all the greats, like Orson Welles, Casablanca, the New French Wave, all of that. And it gave me such a new appreciation for the art of cinema and filmmaking and the language of it. So that when I walk on set now, I'm not thinking of, theatre. I'm walking on, I know what everybody does on set, and I appreciate what they contribute to it. And I find my marks, I know the light, and I found that education in film school was massive to my acting career. Yeah, and then I also went into script writing too, and then that's also sort of adds to creating characters. It's very similar to the acting process. So I find it's a whole collaborative process. It's like a big family, and that's what I love about movies, is that you're together for such an intense period for 4 or 5 months, and everybody's like a family, and you're all working towards the same goal. It's a very emotional experience. Like the last day in this film, everybody was in tears. We were all in tears, and we couldn't get words. Everyone was trying to make speeches, we couldn't. We were just giving each other hugs because it was such a beautiful experience. And the art of cinema, especially when it's done really well, and the fact that movies stand the test of time, it's such a great education. And I find that as a kid, like Glenn, I used to sneak down when I was a kid, when everybody was asleep, to turn on BBC Two and watch horror films. And I would scare myself shitless, and I would run back upstairs, get onto the covers, and then I'd get a bit braver and watch a bit longer and a bit longer and a bit longer. And that was kind of my education into, I feel like, adulthood and the scary world and learning emotions and identifying with characters. So I feel films and film school in general, it's an amazing, it's as good as a psychology degree.
I think this industry is 20% talent, 80% luck. So I think just putting yourself out there and making sure that you are everywhere you possibly can be and that you're consuming everything you possibly can. I think that's the key to a successful career.
Do it. Don't stop doing it. I mean, fail, and then fail better, and then fail even better. Like, just keep it up, because honestly, the only people who do it are the ones who don't give up. And I think that success is just whatever you make of it. But honestly, like, for me, I write every day, and it's not because anybody tells me to. It's because I want to.
Perseverance is key. Talent is great, but being stubbornly persevere your career stubbornly is genuine. I've been in this industry professionally only about 5 years. This man beside me has been in it a lot longer. We're from the same hometown back in Ireland, and it's been quite a journey in that sense, because we've so many stories of rejection, that kind of thing. You really need to. It's almost like how a priest would have a calling to the priesthood. You see it as a lifelong commitment, and that's kind of how you have to look at it. You can't have like a year plan, maybe even a 10-year plan. You just have to say, look, this is my passion. I'm going to commit my life to this. If I quote unquote make it, I make it. If I don't, this is what I still want to do. And you kind of have to have that attitude. And I'm having fun. That's all you can do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just, I started like 10 years ago, and the thing is just, I did so much free work as well, just to gather material. And because I live in Vienna, and we have not as many opportunities as maybe in the US, but it's just doing stuff and just also trying to do own stuff and writing, and everything you learn behind the scenes, everything you learn about writing, camera, is good for the acting jobs. And every little job feeds the other jobs, So, yeah, that's just keep going. And that sounds so cheesy when I say never give up, but it's actually like that.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want more, and check below for more content. See ya.